right, we're here now back for the third seal in the Book of Enoch from the Holy Megillah Nasarean Bible of the Essene way. And like I said in the other videos, this is different than the Book of Enoch that was found in the Dead Sea. But when it comes down to the contents, it's about the same, because Enoch is here. He is out of his body. You have to read the other, we're all the way here in verse 85 of chapter 4. And he's out of his body. He's been given the little book and told to open the 7 seals, because he was worthy to open the 7 seals of the book of life. Okay. And so here we go. This is the third seal. But I wanted to I hope I don't confuse anybody, because right before I read this, in case people aren't familiar with the Book of Enoch, I wanted to go here. Now, this version that I just downloaded is probably not the version that I read back in the year 2000. Because it says this one is the Andy McCracken 2020 original translation from Ge'ez to English. I don't know what this is. We have to do a little research on that. By Professor Michael A. Knibb, 1978. All right, so I guess, it could be, but I don't know if this is like revised. But check this out. This is the Book of Enoch that they found in the Dead Sea. And in Ethiopia, they found a version that matches what they found in the Dead Sea. And this is Enoch. He says, the words of the blessed Enoch, according to which he blessed the chosen and righteous who must be present on the day of distress, which is appointed for the removal of all the wicked and impious. And Enoch took up his parable and said, there was a righteous man whose eyes were opened by the Lord, and he saw a holy vision in the heavens, which the angel showed to me. And I heard everything from them, and I understood what I saw, but not for this generation, but for a distant generation that will come. Concerning the chosen, I spoke, and I uttered a parable concerning them. The Holy and Great One will come out of his dwelling. Okay, and it keeps going. That this is a vision and a prophecy for a later generation. And all will be afraid, and the mountains will be shaken, and the hills will be made low and will melt like wax in a flame. This is talking about the great and terrible day of the Lord, remember? And the earth will sink, and everything that is on the earth will be destroyed, and there will be judgment upon all, and upon all the righteous. But for the righteous he will make peace, and will keep safe the chosen, and mercy will be upon them. They will all belong to God, and will prosper and be blessed, and the light of God will shine on them. Okay, and behold, he comes with 10,000 holy ones to execute judgment upon them. And that sounds like I feel like I read that part in Revelations before. Yes, he's telling, contemplate all the events in the sky. Then I want to show you guys like some more little stuff that's in the Book of Enoch from the Dead Sea. We're back now. This is the same Book of Enoch. I just didn't want to scroll, so chapter 82, verse 10. And look, he gives you the names of those who lead them and keep watch so that they appear at their times. It's talking about the sun. And this is the law of the stars, which set in their place and their times and their feast and their months, right? If I had time, I could just read all this, but I'm not. You guys can go look this up easy. It's online. The Book of Enoch, Dead Sea Scrolls, because look at what it's saying in here. If you guys haven't read this, these are the names of the leaders who are under them. It's talking about the sun right here. Let me show you. And the names, wait, I want to go. And as for these head over thousands, one is added between the leader and led behind a position, but their leaders make the separation. Here, I wanted to. So in the beginning of the year, Melchiel rises first and rules, who is called the Southern Sun. And all the days of his period during which he rules are 91. And these are the signs of the days that are to be seen on earth in the days of his period of rule: sweat, heat, and calm. And all the trees bear fruit, and leaves appear on all the trees, and the wheat harvest and rose flowers, and all the flowers bloom in the field, but the trees of winter are withered. Okay. Now, he said that was called the Southern Sun. Now, like I said, this is from the Book of Enoch. In it's from the Book of Enoch in the Dead Sea. All right. And I already went 7 minutes in, and I'm sorry. I wanted to read the third one. Let me just add it on here. When I watch the video, if it sounds like it's not too much, then we'll go. Because I don't know how long this third seal is. Let me try. I opened the third seal. Now we're back in the Nasarean Bible of the Essene way. If you could see that up here at the top. All right. I opened up the third seal and was shown a vision of the dawn of this world, and I beheld two angels in the sky of this world, one the angel of peace, the other the angel of joy, and they began to dance with each other in the sky above the earth. Yea, they danced hand in hand in beautiful harmony of motion. Lo, the motion of their dance was the epitome of harmony and cooperation, for this was the dance of peace and joy, and was like unto poetry become motion. As they danced, they laughed and sang in profound harmony, and behold, their laughter and songs fell to earth and blessed every element of earth, becoming part of the stones, soil, plants, animals, and people. Wherefore the beginning of this world was in harmony, yea, joy and peace were manifest in every creature, even every stone, at the dawn of this world, for this was the gift of the motion of the dance of the angel of peace and the angel of joy. And I beheld a possible blessed future wherein mankind danced the dance of peace and joy. Yea, in this possible future, the children of earth played fairly with one another in harmony and cooperation. All the people lived in peace and were happy and joyful, for they embraced the angels of peace and joy. Lo, there were no weapons, neither armies nor wars, and everyone beneath their vine and fig tree lived in peace and were not afraid. There was no need for fear, for all were friends, and there was no lack, for friends share. And there was no competition, for friends cooperate, and there was no envy, for friends rejoice in the success of their friends. Yea, every belly was filled with joy, and all the world was at peace. Behold, mankind was at peace and shared joy, not only with one another, but with all of creation. Yea, all of creation celebrated. The oceans sang in its gladness, and the songs of the waves danced with the shore. The trees sang of their joy up to the musical accomplishments of the wind blowing through dancing branches. The insects chanted their joy in meditative hums, transcendental tones dancing through the air. Truly, all of nature danced to the drumbeat of the heart of joy and peace, being in unison. But behold, I saw the present path of mankind was not the blessed path unto the blessed future, but a bitter path of inharmony and inequity and ceaseless war. And I was shown a vision of the future to which the present path will lead. Lo, the original trust that existed between mankind and nature was betrayed by the first killing of animals by man. Then the trust between men became mistrust with the killing of men by men. And the trust between one animal and another vanished when, following the example of mankind, they began to kill and eat one another. Yea, for thousands of years, not the path of peace, but the path of violence was walked by mankind, and there was fear for enemies, not friends, hid behind each shadow. And there was lack, for few shared, and many hoarded. And there was competition with little cooperation, for each wanted more, even if it meant less for their neighbor. Yea, envy and jealousy boiled in every belly, and the world did not know peace. Behold, The play on this world was no longer fair, but unjust, even cruel. Rather than cooperation, the world danced to the drumbeat of competition. Wherefore, the feelings of the people were no longer bright and joyful, but dark and unhappy. And they masked their unhappiness in hurtful fun, finding pleasure in the pain of and defeat of others. Their humor was dark and cruel, their music was harsh and mocking, and the few who remained true to the Nazarene path of peace, yea, and all other peacemakers were persecuted, often imprisoned and even killed. Dark feelings led to dark deeds, and dark deeds to war. Lo, this garden world created for joy and peace became a bloodbath of death and destruction. Yea, the joyless jealousies raging with the bellies of men, raging within the bellies of men, manifested outwardly as murder, mayhem, and perpetual war. And in their man-made caves beneath great mountains, the hidden powers that pulled the strings of the false powers smiled. For behold, there was much profit to be made in the pitting of man against man, nation against nation, and religion against religion. And all of this was according to the plan. Then I opened the fourth seal. All right, so I'm going to put the fourth seal on the next video, guys. All right, thanks for hanging in there. And if, like I said, if you haven't read the Book of Enoch from the Dead Sea Scrolls, you might want to find that. It's easy. Just Google it, and there'll be a couple of versions. They have the one in the Ethiopian version that was translated from Ethiopia, and then they have this version. And they found, check out the Dead Sea Scrolls. All right, I can't vouch for their translation and whether it's accurate or not, but it is out there. There's evidence that of these other books that were left out of the King James Version. All right, guys.